Hey guys, what's up? It's Vampire Bride. Today I'm doing the top 5 scoring Metacritic games that are in my collection. So this was supposed to be just the top 5 scoring Metacritic games in my collection, but a couple of the top games were from the same series. So it turned into a few more than that, and also a couple of honorable mentions. Also, this is not meant to be a full review of each of the games. I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about each game and say whether or not I think that they deserve to be on this list. And with that, let's get started. So first we have Grand Theft Auto 4 for the Xbox 360, scoring a 98. I hadn't played this game before, as you can probably tell by my terrible driving, though I have played other Grand Theft Auto titles. I don't really see how this game made it to the top of this list. I didn't play that far into the game when making this video, but so far it's pretty slow and tedious. Go to Roman, take him wherever, wait for him, take him somewhere else, go get Michelle, so on and so forth. I'm very surprised Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't ahead of this one, as GTA San Andreas and GTA 5 are the ones I always hear good being talked about. But whatever, what do we gamers know anyway? GTA 4 continues in the usual GTA manner with its crude humor and usual good for the time graphics. Though Grand Theft Auto 4's graphics don't blow me away, even for an Xbox 360 game. I mean, it looks fine, but when compared to Grand Theft Auto 5, whose graphics blew gamers away, I just don't think GTA 4 can hold up. What is this? I wrecked straight into a cop car and he doesn't do anything. I ran over multiple people, back to that terrible driving, and not a cop in sight. But the second I steal a car, there are sirens. And if I wanted to bowl, I would be playing Wii Sports. The combat is terrible. I get that this is my first bout with it, but geez, what even is this move? For real though, even when following the prompts it gave me, my character just wouldn't do what I was trying to get him to do. I got it done. I'm just glad this is not a melee combat intensive game, because I wouldn't want to keep using this combat too much throughout the game. Everybody is just running over people. I even saw an ambulance hit somebody. I'm not saying this isn't a good game, but I'm not sure it's good enough to be on this list and score so highly. Okay, I've had enough. Let's move on to Grand Theft Auto 5. For the Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360, Grand Theft Auto 5 scored a 97, and on the PC it scored a 96. I have GTA 5 on the PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 4. Recording it off of the PC would have been easier, or even recording it off of the Xbox 360 because I already had it plugged in over here at my desk, instead of by the TV since I had been using it already to get other game B-roll for this video. But I had played through quite a bit of GTA 5 on the PlayStation 4, so I figured I'd hook it up and get some gameplay footage from where I was instead of starting it back at the beginning of the game. But I forgot I had played it on the PS4 before I got the PS4 Pro, so it wasn't actually saved on there and I had to start again from the beginning anyway. GTA 5 is a good game. It handles very differently from GTA 4. When driving, barely bumping the left analog stick will turn your car quite a bit. So I kept ending up turning too much. This one doesn't feel as slow and tedious as GTA 4. It throws you right into the action, with a shootout very close to the beginning of the game and then outdriving the cops soon after. So it feels much faster paced, it looks great, and it's fun. So I'd say it deserves its spot on this list. Next we have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii. They both got a score of 97. I'm only showing B-roll from the first Super Mario Galaxy, as I've played quite a bit of it but haven't started Super Mario Galaxy 2 yet. I'm really excited to play Super Mario Galaxy 2 because the first one was so good, and because of its incorporation of Yoshi, who is, as you may already know if you watch my videos, my all-time favorite Mario character. I had to move my Wii U over to my desk to record the gameplay footage, and since this is a Wii game, of course I had to move the Wii U sensor bar with it because it does use a lot of motion controls. It was being a bit finicky, but I was able to still get some good gameplay. This is an absolutely beautiful game that sucks you in right away, with the look of it and its gameplay mechanics. Both games are well loved and in my opinion rightly so. Catching star bits, getting stars, being blasted through space, reading the story of how it all began, and changing Mario into different things that give him the different abilities he needs to complete the level, such as I'm showing in the Beehive Galaxy, where he has to be dressed as a bee to fly where he needs to be, and can't touch water or he loses his ability. It's cool, creative, and fun, and honestly I would have been surprised had these games not made it on the list. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim got a score of 96 on the Xbox 360. I hadn't played Skyrim before starting it in this video. I've been meaning to pick it up for forever, just hadn't got around to it because there are so many other games to play. But I have played quite a bit of Oblivion, though never actually finishing it. Oblivion got a score of 94, so just barely missed this list. Maybe I'll make a part 2 so that it can be included. Well, we'll see. Back to Skyrim. Many people would argue that Skyrim is the best of the Elder Scrolls games. I haven't played enough of any of the Elder Scrolls games to really make comment on this. I just don't have a lot to say about this game. I know it's a well-loved game, but maybe just not for me. It wouldn't be on my list of best games. Maybe I just haven't given it enough of a chance, but you can usually judge a game within the first hour or two of playing. And so far, I'm just not very into Skyrim. Then there's Batman Arkham City. It got a score of 96 for the PlayStation 3 and a score of 94 for the Xbox 360. I actually prefer Batman Arkham Asylum. I played right through it, but can't seem to stick with playing Arkham City. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game, but I got a couple hours in and just couldn't seem to find the desire to play it. But Arkham Asylum only received a score of 92, so again it doesn't quite make the list. I don't know, maybe it's just me, as I've been told by friends that Arkham City is better and a great game. I was wondering if picking it back up to get B-roll for this video would change my mind. And it did a bit. It's made me want to pick it back up and give it another shot. It looks good and it plays good, with similar combat as some of the Assassin's Creed games or Spider-Man PS4, which is great. Except of course you have a grappling hook and batarangs instead of webs. It is an open world game. You have the whole city to explore, running on roofs from building to building, using detective mode to track, and your grapple hook to swing to high places quickly. It really is fun, so I don't really know why I haven't gotten into it harder. Overall, I would say it still deserves the score that it got. Mass Effect 2 got a score of a 96 for the Xbox 360 and a 94 for the PC. I have it on both, but I'm showing footage from the PC. Mass Effects 1 and 3 both received a score of 89, which isn't bad and they are all great games, but unfortunately that means 1 and 3 do not make the list. I could go on all day about this game. I've played through it multiple times, which I don't usually do with games because there's so many other games I could be playing that I want to play something new. But with this trilogy, it was just different. It deserves to be on the list. It's a great game, it looks great, and plays great. You spend the game building your crew, earning their loyalty, and exploring space. And when you are ready for a break in the action, you can always stop to probe planets for resources. You get to make dialogue choices throughout the game, and it's very deep and involving. It really draws you in. I can't recommend this game, or really the whole trilogy, enough. It is a great gaming experience. Last but not least, we have Zelda Wind Waker. It got a score of 96, but only on the GameCube. The Wii U Wind Waker HD version only got a 90, and since that's the only version I actually have, I can't really count it. Though I really love this game, and it was the first Zelda game I really sat down to play. I didn't want to put it down, and I played it all the way through. Zelda Breath of the Wild is the real entry here, scoring a 96 on the Wii U and a 97 on the Switch. I'll be showing gameplay from the Wii U version as I have mentioned in previous videos, I have yet to buy a Switch. Breath of the Wild is a beautiful game. Though the art styles of Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild are about as different as they could get, they are both amazing in their own right. I would say that the combat isn't great, but it's good. I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet,
I'm about halfway through the main story, but I started trying to get pictures of every animal, enemy, weapon, and food, and ended up getting a bit burnout on it for a while. And then when I wanted to pick it back up, I was a bit lost as to where I was and what I was supposed to be doing before taking the detour of taking pictures of everything. I definitely plan on finishing this game. It's really good. I've put quite a few hours into it already, and it definitely deserves a spot on this list.
Those are the top few highest scoring games off of Metacritic that I have in my collection. Which ones are your favorites, and do you think these games should be on this list? Or do you think they should be lower down and replaced by other good games? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like this video if you like it, and of course, subscribe for more videos to come.